At 1:13 in the morning, Daniel accepted one final bolt ride before going home. The passenger was a young woman. She got into the back seat and gave him an address. Then she said something strange. "Please, don't stop until we get there." Daniel looked at her through the mirror. "Why?" She stared through the rear window. "Someone is following us." Daniel checked his mirror. A black Toyota was several cars behind them. He continued driving. A few minutes later, he turned onto another street. The Toyota turned too. Daniel's smile disappeared. "Who are they?" "I don't know, just keep driving." 20 minutes later, they reached an old bungalow. The woman got out. "Wait here." She walked through the gate. Someone opened it from inside. Then she disappeared. Daniel waited. Suddenly, his phone buzzed. The trip had ended. A notification appeared. Passenger reported missing. Daniel frowned. "What?" He looked toward the house. The woman was standing beside the gate, watching him. "Madam." She pointed behind him. Daniel turned. The black Toyota was parked at the end of the street. When he looked back, the woman was gone. Daniel drove straight to the police station. The officer checked his trip history, then suddenly became quiet. "When did you pick her up?" "About an hour ago." The officer turned the phone around. The trip showed 1:13 a.m., but the date was October 17th, 2023. Daniel stared at the screen. "That's impossible." The officer looked at him. "Today is 2026. An older officer walked over. "Did the woman have a scar on her left wrist?" Daniel froze. "Yes." The officer sighed. "Her name was Sarah Nwankwo." Daniel swallowed. "Was?" "She disappeared 3 years ago." They returned to the bungalow, but the house looked abandoned. The gate was gone. The windows were broken. Inside, Daniel found a white handbag. It was Sarah's. There was an old phone inside. Suddenly, it vibrated. One message. "I told him not to stop." Daniel whispered, "Who is him?" Something moved upstairs. They followed the sound. Inside one room was an old laptop. There was a single video. October 17th, 2023. Daniel pressed play. Sarah walked into the room. Then a man entered behind her. Daniel leaned closer. It was him. Same face, same clothes. He watched himself bring Sarah into the house. Then the video ended. Another file opened. August 27th, 2026. It showed Daniel's car outside the same house. Sarah stood beside it. She looked into the camera. "Daniel doesn't know yet." The screen went black. Then another sentence appeared. "He thinks he's bringing me home." A car door slammed outside. The black Toyota had arrived. A man walked into the house. Daniel recognized him. "You finally brought her back." Daniel stepped backward. "Who are you?" The man smiled. "You don't remember? You were the driver that night." Daniel shook his head. "No." October 17th, 2023. The man's voice became quiet. "You picked Sarah up." Daniel looked at the footage again. He saw himself driving Sarah to the house, then leaving alone. The man whispered, "You died 5 minutes later." Daniel stopped breathing. "What?" "You've been driving ever since." The police officer raised his flashlight. The beam passed straight through Daniel. Daniel looked down. His hands were disappearing. "No!" Everything went black. Then suddenly, Daniel was back inside his car. Rain hit the windshield. The dashboard clock read 1:13 a.m. His phone vibrated. "New bolt request. Pickup. Rumiola Junction." Daniel stared at the screen. Then someone opened the back door. He slowly looked into the mirror. Sarah was sitting behind him. She smiled. "Please, don't stop this time." Follow for more.